Hello, dear students. Students, we are continuing with lesson 9 of First Flight, that is Madam Rides the Bus by Wali Kannan. And it's the story of an 8-year-old girl's first experience of riding the bus. In our last class, we have read that finally Wali got a chance to ride the bus one spring day. When the bus was about to leave, she shouted to stop the bus. When the conductor offered her help to get on the bus, she refused and she got herself. She sat on a seat and enjoyed the view outside by standing on the seat because it was not visible due to canvas blind. She was startled by a voice which asked her to sit. Let us continue now. Sitting down, she looked to see who had spoken. Okay, whenever she was asked to sit, she sat down and turned, looked to see who was speaking. It was an elderly man who had honestly been concerned for her, but she was annoyed by his attention. And this was an old man who was honestly concerned, worried about her, but she did not like his attention. She got irritated on that. There's nobody here who's a child, she said haughtily. Haughtily means proudly. She said proudly that there is no child. I have paid my 30 paise like everyone else. And she also added that she had also paid 30 paise her fare like everyone else. She was not considering herself a child. The conductor chimed in. Now, conductor, he also intervened, he interrupted. Oh, sir, but this is a very grown up madam. Do you think a mere girl could pay her own fare and travel to the city all alone? So, conductor, because he was a jolly man, so he said, oh, sir, don't call her child. She's a grown up madam. And do you think that only a girl could travel to the city all alone by paying her own fare? Wali shot an angry glance at the conductor and said, I'm not a madam, please remember that. And you have not yet given me my ticket. At that, she looked at the conductor angrily and said, I'm not a madam, please remember that. And she also said that you haven't given me my ticket. I'll remember, the conductor said, mimicking her tone. And the conductor, he also tried to copy her tone and said, of course, I'll remember. Everyone laughed, and gradually Wali too joined in the laughter. So everyone laughed at that, and Wali, she also started laughing with others. The conductor punched a ticket and handed it to her. Just sit back and make yourself comfortable. Why should you stand when you have paid for a seat? Because I want to, she answered, standing up again. The conductor, he punched a ticket and gave it to her and asked her to sit back and make herself comfortable. He also said why she was standing when she had paid for the seat. On that, Wali said she she was standing because she wanted to stand. And she got up, she stood again. But if you stand on the seat, you may fall and hurt yourself when the bus makes a sharp turn or hits a bump. That's why we want you to sit down, child. Then the conductor said, if you stand on the seat, you may fall or hurt yourself whenever the bus will make a sharp turn or it will hit a bump. You can say that breaker or speed breaker or something. That's why we want you to sit down, child. And that's why we are asking you to sit down, child. I'm not a child, I tell you, she said irritably. I'm 8 years old. Then she said, okay, I'm not child, I told you. And she got irritated and also said that she was 8 years old. Of course, how stupid of me, 8 years, smile. Then conductor, he said, of course, how could I forget her? I'm very stupid to call you child. The bus stopped, some new passengers got on, and the conductor got busy for a time, afraid of losing her seat while he finally sat down. So now the bus stopped and some new passengers got on the bus, and conductor, he became busy with them for some time, and Vali, she got afraid of losing her seat, so she also sat down. An elderly woman came and sat beside her. Now an old woman got on the bus and sat beside Vali. Are you all alone, dear? She asked Vali as the bus started again. As bus started moving forward, that woman, she asked Vali whether she was traveling all alone. Vali found the woman absolutely repulsive. Dislike, repulsive mean causing dislike. So Vali, she didn't like that woman. Such a big holes she had in her earlobes. Earlobes, lobes mean that lower part of the ear where women they wear earrings, and such ugly earrings in them. Okay, now Vali, she is seeing, she's telling about the woman, thinking, okay, that she is having big holes in her earlobes and she has worn ugly earrings. And she could smell the betel nut the woman was chewing and see the betel juice that was threatening to spill over her lips at any moment. Now this woman, she was chewing the betel nut, and Vali could smell that, and it was just coming out of her mouth. The juice of that nutmeg, it was about to come out of her mouth any moment. Oh, who could be social with such a person? Now Vali, she was thinking, oh my god, who will be sociable, friend, friendly with such a person? Yes, I'm traveling alone, she answered curtly. Now Vali, she answered curtly mean showing displeasure, not happily. Okay, she answered, yes, I'm traveling all alone and I have got a ticket too. Yes, she's on her way to town, said the conductor with a 30 paise ticket. Now the conductor, he again interfered, intervened and said that she is going to the town and she has also paid 30 paise for her ticket. Oh, why don't you mind your own business? Said Vali. At that, Vali said, why don't you do your own work? Why are you poking your nose here? She went. But she laughed all the same, and the conductor laughed too. At that, she as well as the conductor both laughed. But the old woman went on with her drivel. Drivel means silly nonsense. The woman, she kept on talking. Is it proper for such a young person to travel all alone? Whether it is right for such a young person to travel all alone? Do you know exactly where you are going in town? She also asked whether you know where you are going, what is the street, what is the house number, whether you know the street number and house number and this and that. You needn't bother about me. I can take care of myself, Vali said, turning her face towards the window and staring out. Now, Vali, she just said, you needn't bother about me. You don't bother about me. You're not supposed to be worried about me. I can take care of myself, she said, and she turned her face towards the window and started looking outside. That's all for today. Rest will take later.